On February 10th, one of the blockbuster trades of the year happened. James Harden was traded to the Sixers in exchange for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond and 2 first-round picks. With that move, the Sixers looked like a team that can come out of the East, but as the second-round series against the Heat showed, that's far from the truth. Philly now has a long and uncertain off-season ahead, where a lot of hard decisions need to be made. Hello guys, Bill here. The biggest take from the series with the Miami Heat is that the Sixers lost both the mental and physical fight. The Heat simply out-hustled them. That's evident in the rebounding numbers and in the free throw attempts that saw a clear lack of aggression from Philly's side on offense. The Sixers acknowledged that after the series was over, with Doc Rivers, Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid also admitting that the Heat were tougher than them, especially mentally. You can point out other factors as well, like Embiid's injury, Maxi's inconsistency and Rivers' coaching, but the main reason why the Sixers lost was their mentality. And alongside the mentality problems is the play of the former MVP James Harden. The Beard did everything he could to force his way out of Brooklyn. When he arrived in Philly, he looked happy and ready to be his good old self again. But in the winner-go-home Game 6 against the Heat, James shot 4 from 9 from the field, had 0 free throw attempts, 4 turnovers and had 0 shot attempts in the fourth quarter. That reminds me of somebody that Philly fans have a slight problem with. James Harden straight up shied away from Heat's physicality, that's the hard truth. The Sixers needed the MVP caliber player that we know Harden can be to come out and force a Game 7, but that version didn't show up. And the scary thing for the Sixers is that this version of Harden may never show up again. When Harden set foot in Philly, things were looking great. The duo of him and Joel Embiid looked unstoppable on offense, but unfortunately for the Sixers, those early games were outliers. Over Harden's final 29 games of this season, he managed to score 25 plus points on 50+% shooting 4 times, and he had only one game against the Bucks on March 29th when he hit both of them on the same night. This player is not in the slightest the lethal isolation scorer he was in Houston. Besides the step back 3, a vital part of Harden's game was his burst, a combination that allowed him to get to the basket at will and turn said step back jumper into one of the most unguardable shots in NBA history. But hamstring injuries over the last 2 seasons have taken their toll on Harden's burst. He can't blow by his defender as easily as he could in the past, and when he does, he can't finish efficiently at the rim. That's why he has taken the role of the facilitator, and most importantly, he has accepted that role. He is still an all-star level point guard, don't get me wrong, but that is not why Philly traded for him. They want the James Harden of Houston. When Philadelphia has played well offensively in these playoffs, Harden has been a driving force. When he's on the court, the 76ers offense clocks in at 114.7 points per 100 possessions, which would sit them among the top 5 offenses in the league during the regular season. When he goes to the bench, Philadelphia's offensive rating plummets to 101.5, which would easily be the NBA's lowest. You can see why James Harden needs to be more aggressive on offense. Can he be the scoring machine he was before, or something close to that at least? But the true question is if this version of Harden deserves the max extension. When the Harden-Simmons deal went through, Harden was expected to opt into the final year of his contract, giving Philadelphia a level of protection. He did not do such a thing, and now the off-season for the Sixers is full of uncertainty. Harden started the season expecting to get a new max contract this summer. The problem is that he is not playing like a max player right now. I know that a lot of guys who don't deserve it are under max contracts, but Harden will be 33 in August. Veteran point guards don't get 47 mils per year and 270 million he could command over 5 years if he turns down that option and becomes a free agent. As a Sixer, Harden has an opportunity to change the narrative. He has underperformed numerous times in the playoffs, he has clashed with many superstar teammates during his career. Now, finally being on the team he wants, he should be able to try and recapture the magic of the past. He stated that he wants to stay in Philadelphia, and I think that the team will give him the max and keep him there. Can he be the player Daryl Morey, Doc Rivers and the whole Sixer Nation need him to be though? Only time will tell. The biggest factor of uncertainty for the Sixers is James Harden nonetheless, and they should try to tackle that problem first. But what do you guys think about the future of the Sixers? Do you think they'll give James Harden the max? Let me know in the comments below, and if you ended up liking this video, make sure to like it. I was Bill, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care and be good.
Tobias Harris over me?